Should you create a 50-second ad or should you embrace a longer format to sell your product to your potential customers?
Well, that all depends on two things. First of all, the nature of your product, and secondly, who it is that you're advertising to.
If the problem your product solves is easily understood by the people who you are selling to, like for example, advertising a reusable swab to eco-cautious customers, then a 50-second ad may be the best approach for you. And on the other hand, if your product solves a problem that is more complex, like an information or a new technology product, then 50 seconds may not be enough time to really make the customer feel the pain of the problem your product solves, or fully understand the product benefits.
If you want to learn more about the importance of making your customer feel the pain of the problem that your product solves, or how to best communicate your product benefits, then we highly recommend you check out our new course called productadpro.com. This hands-on course will teach you everything you need to know for researching, writing, and structuring sales-driven product ad scripts and storyboards for ads that look like this.
Melt the stress away with Necology.
Introducing a brand new thrill for every home.
2020 we launched last issue pack. The response was overwhelming, and since then we've been asked to create something bigger
and bring in results like this. You can head over to productadpro.com today, sign up for the course pre-launch, and be the first to know when we go live with this course later this month.
Not all ads are clear problem solution types ads, like fashion or luxury items, where you don't sell your customer by making them feel the pain of the problem your product solves, but by selling an ideal that the customer desires to become.
You could also use a mix of video lengths and formats in your marketing funnel, where you use longer top of funnel videos to educate your customers about your product, and then shorter bottom of funnel 15-second ads to drive sales. However, after the iOS 14.5 update, this may no longer be a possibility for some marketers. In case you're not up to speed, the iOS 14.5 update has new transparency policies, and platforms like Facebook will need to ask user permission in order to access user advertising IDs. These IDs allows Facebook to track user behaviors across the internet, and without the consumer's consent, you will no longer be able to run retargeting campaigns that use the Facebook pixel to track consumer information on your product website.
And with Adweek estimating that 2/3 of people who will opt not to share their information, this may be a real challenge for marketers whose customer base is made up of iPhone users.
Which is all the more reason for you to make the best impression the first time someone sees your brand.
So, how do we do that?
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, can we see some ads? Can we see some examples?
Yes,
Well,
correct.
let's jump right in and illustrate.
Let's open some ads then.
Here we have opened up Adbox. Now, for those of you that don't know, Adbox is a great service that consolidates a bunch of different ads from different agencies from all over the world. It's a great place to find some inspiration for your own brand. And if you use the link below this video, you can get 10% off of your subscription. So be sure to check them out.
So guys, if you're a beginner on creating your ads, just Adbox, it's the tools to have.
The first ad we have, it comes from a brand called SheerTex. It's 18 seconds, so almost 15 seconds, but for the purpose of illustration, I think it's pretty good. Let's play through the ad and see what they did to hook people in.
I just wanna see you move your body. I just came to start a party. I just wanna see you dance. Feel the rhythm all up in your body. Start under your feet now. Gonna let it move under your hands.
Okay, I don't know if you get that same impression that I had. For the first few seconds of the ad, I asked myself, what the hell is that? I want to know more. This nice hook, try to hook people in by building curiosity.
And that's classic framework. We always say that the best kind of hooks, no matter whether they're opportunity focused or problem focused, they build curiosity. They make you wonder what the hell is going on there, because without building curiosity, you won't get people to watch your video. Let's skip forward here a little bit after the hook. What do we have? The thing about this product is that the problem of weak tights is really well understood by pretty much
Ladies.
most women that wear tights. So when the problem is well enough understood by a certain customer base, then they will really see the value in the solution to that problem, which is why this particular ad is so solution focused.
Yes, solution with a demonstration of the product, how to use it. No matter the environment, this tight is the one that you need. that can survive in any trouble you can end up on.
And for your own brand, if the problem that your product solves is well enough understood by the people who you are advertising to, then it might be best to be very much solution focused with your ad, because there may not be a need for you to really stress the problem that your product solves. As in this particular case, they're just really demonstrating what life is like with these tights that are so impervious to any pricks or needles or anything along those lines. One other thing that we'd like to draw your attention to, please note that all the statements in this ad are all really much benefit focused, meaning that they don't actually go in and explaining any of the product features, like for example, what sort of fabric these tights are made out of, because consumers, generally speaking, they don't really care about the features as much as they do about the benefits. And a benefit is basically a promise that you make and keep to your customer, like this one right here. Stock up on tights that actually last. Tights that actually last being here, of course, the promise.
So, is it a good ad or not? To be honest, I will buy this product because I feel the problem. I have this problem myself. So, definitely. So, now let's see, have a look what we have. Oh, we have step 1.
This is a nice
I like
part.
this one.
Yeah, this is a nice ad. Let's play it through for the audience and review it.
This is Max. This is Sam. Sam suffers from chafing. Max glides when he walks thanks to Step 1's Ultra Glide panels. Well, he would if he had legs. Do both men wear great underwear? No, because Sam is wearing cotton and, well, Max is a mannequin. But his underwear is better. You buy Step 1's online at step1.life.
Great, really short, but really impactful. Starts with a problem solution type of hook right here on the left. What's funny about this one though is that on the left they have the solution and on the right they have the problem. Generally speaking, when you're making problem and solution type ads, you should always put the solution on the right. Why is that?
Because the brain has the tendency to always look at the right first.
Yeah, if we just scroll down actually from another example we saved, let's play this through from Ninja Kitchen just to compare. So you'll see here now, they're gonna play right there, problem solution. So you can see the solutions on the right, the problems on the left.
Yeah.
And as they go further in the ad as well.
But we can see the difference. It's more amateurish, the first ad, than this one.
That's an easy mistake to make, but I think it's a pretty important one to note, because when you are making your own ads, try to put the solution on the right. Anyway, back to the ad. Now, how this ad differs from the one we previously watched is that the problem that this product solves may not be so easily understood by the customers to whom it's advertising. People, I'm sure, that get chafing may not always understand why it is that they get chafing, because, for example, they might have some organic cotton underwear thinking that that wouldn't cause the problem, but it does. Therefore, this ad is really focusing on stressing the problem as much as they can, using humor, comparison shots, and other tactics. So what's the takeaway for this for yourself? If the problem your product solves is not easily understood by your customers, then be sure to stress it as best you can and really make the customer feel the pain of having that problem. Once the customer fully understands and can empathize with the pain of the problem, then you can sell them on the solution, which is of course always your product.
Okay guys, so next we have a fashion brand. We wanted to draw your attention on this specific ad because it's not problem focus, it's more style and desires. So let's have a look.
I think you're better without me. Know for a fact that you're happy now. Hate that I treated you badly. Not much to do except
Would you like to buy this?
Actually, yes.
They put a nice aspirational figure in there. The target audience would like to see themselves looking so glamorous, fun, and outgoing. And as mentioned earlier,
And sexy.
and sexy, of course. And as mentioned earlier, with products like luxury items or fashion items, there's not really always a clear problem, because it's not like being clothed is a problem, is it?
No, definitely not. You can find clothes everywhere.
But wanting to look like that is an aspiration. And when it comes to luxury items and fashion items, that is what works best. Create a desire.
And the main things when it's related to fashion, it's really targeting the right audience. For example, definitely I will buy this outfit because I like it, because it's me. So
it's the kind of stuff you wear. Yeah, me, maybe on Halloween or something. But okay, let's move on to another ad that we like. So the next ad is coming from Crossrope. Let's play through and see what they did.
Baby, move. Well, you won't do it right, and you know I ain't no fool. Baby, move.
Again, we have very much a solution type ad. Why? Because the problem of staying fit is really well understood, especially in this moment in time when we have COVID lockdowns going globally, people not being able to get access to the gyms. So people who are hungry for the pump might see an ad like this and just immediately get the solution. And note that the language they use is very much benefit focused, not feature focused.
Try the new.
Try the new workout experience. The fitness world is buzzing about. One other thing that we say is when you present your product, always try to inject an element of news into your product.
Because customers like new, the new trend, the new iPhone. So if you try to incorporate new on your ad, you will be more likely to sell the product.
So following the hook, what do we have then? So some features with interchangeable rope weights and custom maps, so you get a quick demonstration of how the product works. Remember, something like this, it might be a bit harder to sell because it is sort of a new technology that's on the market. So really what they're aiming to do with this ad is just to build enough curiosity to hook people in and then educate them on their solution on their website. And I think they do a pretty good job at doing that with this particular ad.
Okay guys, and the last prompt, it's from Zitstika. Not easy for French ladies. Zitstika.
Let's play it through and see what they have to offer.
Now this ad, guys, it's classic framework.
Exactly. We start with a very strong hook that is very much problem focused. And the idea with this hook is to make the customer empathize with the situation of having that problem, which in this particular case are squeezing stubborn zits, and use a lovely visual metaphor to communicate that.
And wait, all of us are squeezing our spots. Seriously.
This is true. Following that, right away after the hook and presenting the problem, we present the solution. I love the element of CGI. It really adds this tech aspect to it, making it feel like a new solution on the market.
So next we have an element of social proof. It's help of building credibility and overcome customer doubt.
As you can see here, we have a quote from Page. So I like that they put the name here. The name always adds an extra element of credibility. And then below that, numbers of reviews. If you have a large customer base for your product, then showing the amount of customer you have in its own is a very strong form of social proof. And when we make ads, we try to do what they do here, is compounding a couple of different elements of social proof in one sequence. So by putting the quote there and then the thousands of 5-star reviews below, you really give the customer an impression that thousands of people are buzzing and talking about this product. And this is great for your brand.
And we finish with a strong call to action. As you can see, it's a product shot, or we can see the product on the hand. It gives the customer a feeling of ownership. It's like I've almost the product on hand. So it's very powerful and good call to action.
Not all brands can use this because not all brands have great packaging. But if your product does have good packaging, it's a good tactic to show it at the end. And that's it for today. I hope these 15-second commercial reviews gave you a bit of an insight on how you can improve your own 15-second ads. If you like this content and you'd like to see more videos about video ads, then please consider subscribing to our channel as we have content coming out every single week. As mentioned earlier, if you want to learn more about how to write and structure ads, then we've got a great new program coming out. We spent the last 6 months or so developing it, and all the strategies that we've learned over the last couple
3 years.
years now, exactly, of making ads, we've included in them. So it's going to be value packed.
So see you maybe in
The next one.